Hey YouTube, what's up? So kind of wanted to go over one of the companies I was looking into and kind of like doing some detective work. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. So kind of curious as to the purpose of the Bitcoin mining companies. So for example, this one is Hut Mining Corp based off of Canada. And basically what they do is they own or they lease a large plot of land or whatever, and they have a ton of like GPU setups basically to mine Bitcoin. And then that Bitcoin that they mine, they lend it out and get paid interest by doing so. However, my understanding is that currently they're not lending it out, but that's how they generate their income through the mining of Bitcoin, and with the hope that potentially Bitcoin will be worth more and more and more in the future, and that someone would be able to buy it from them for more and more and more in the future, because that is basically, I guess, the purpose of this business. So here kind of dig into the balance sheet, and right off the bat I noticed, by the way, the balance sheet's pretty ugly. I've noticed that cash has gone down basically more than 50% from just December 31st of last year. Digital asset would be the value of Bitcoin. As you can see, almost approximately a 50% haircut as well from just December of last year. So current assets have been completely hammered, like 50% approximately hammered kind of level. Another thing that kind of stood up to me that I wasn't quite sure why is this number so high is plant and equipment. So I was curious, maybe they bought a bunch of new equipment or something. However, I have not found that to be the case, or haven't found it through their filings. Maybe that is the case, I don't know. But from doing research in other sectors and etc., I've noticed that prices of the equipment that this kind of industry uses, such as GPUs and so, have dropped in price dramatically from what they were priced at last year, 2021. So basically they were selling above MSRP, and now they're at par or below MSRP. So not quite where that large number there comes from. Total assets have dropped. See, so this is crazy to me. They issued warrants, which is a liability, correct? So this is I guess income they received off of the issuance of these warrants. So just off the issuance of the warrants, they don't have enough cash to pay off these warrants in case some crazy catastrophic bankruptcy event occurs. So that's some sketchy stuff right there. Is liabilities are basically a lot lower this year because the warrants that were issued were added into that. I don't know if that was the fourth quarter or their yearly filing or whatever. So in terms of balance sheet, this company looks not very healthy at all. And we're talking about Canadian dollars here too, which is slightly under, well, it's pretty under the US dollar in terms of value. Here, so revenue somehow increased. However, cost of revenue, it's almost 100% of the revenue. That's pretty wild. Um, So overall, the just operating costs have increased for this company. Another bad thing. And see here, yeah, so gain of revaluation of warrants. So it's kind of funny how they gained this money, yet net income is still negative. So they issued warrants um last year or whatever, or yeah, in December or the fourth quarter of last year, and they're adding it on to the net income for the second quarter of 2022, and yet net income is still negative. Wow. This is like, how is this company not bankrupt? I don't understand. I just don't understand. Another red flag that once I come across it, I would kind of point out. So just overall horrific um balance sheets. Decrease in it. It's had a dramatic decrease in cash. So the cash to debt ratio is negative, beyond negative. Let me just run that quickly in my head. So yeah, negative cash to debt ratio. The red flag. So they recently acquired a cloud computing business. I guess this is added on to the balance sheet up there. This is one of the things. The amount of electricity this company or this kind of businesses consume, it's a huge liability. Not only is it a huge liability, but it's extremely bad for the environment. I mean, what is the benefit? Like what creation or what service is this business or whatever you want to call this is providing to society? I don't really understand. To me, it's basically a scam. It's a bunch of people that began this business over the hype, have become, because I guarantee you the owners of these companies, or whoever the founders, are super rich, based off of the way the prices and the shares have gone in the past. I think this was like 16 bucks in November of last year, where now it's like somewhere in the higher $2, like between $2 to $3. So this has basically been a huge scam, in my opinion, in terms of this business concept. It's just an absolute scam, in my opinion. Like, you can just see it here. What they have to, their electricity bills are absolutely insane. Insane electricity bills. And for some reason, it's lower this quarter than it was. But then, yeah, I'm not quite sure with that. But yeah, ridiculous electricity bill this company has is just absolutely insane. Digital assets have been pretty hammered as of this quarter, second quarter 2022, from last year. It's basically as it was up there. It's basically almost 50% haircut. Further down. Yeah, this is what is a huge, massive red flag, and why I even call this company a scam. They dilute shares like crazy. Look at this. It's basically the company's basically a money printer. They hand out stock certificates like hotcakes, and people will buy it, and it's a money printer basically. So that's basically the concept of this business, I guess. Hey, just print a bunch of stock certificate, have whoever's is going to mindlessly buy it in hopes to become super rich in the future. This is basically like they're selling people hope here with this business concept. So like you can just see here the amount of dilution they've done literally from January of last year to now. Number of shares have increased by almost 100 million. And this is how they're financing all their operations, and at the same time this is how the company owners and board and whatever is enriching themselves off of just tons of shareholders, because they need money. Let's dilute some shares, throw some more shares out there, and gather some money, right? That's what they're basically doing. So yeah, I mean, I kind of spotted this last year. It came to my attention because I was like, why are these companies valued so high? It makes no sense. I kind of dug into them, and they're basically an absolute scam. I'm not surprised if this business concept, the crypto mining, goes bankrupt within the next year or so. There's basically no purpose here. They're wasteful to the environment, and on top of that, they're leeching off of shareholders by consistently diluting shares over and over again. I don't even know how this is legal, but apparently it is. And they have a humongous wasteful energy bill. But whatever, that's just my opinion, and based off of my research, what I think about these crypto miners. Let me know what you guys think. All right, I'll see ya.